I told them at first straight out that I was pregnant, and they were still more than happy to take me on in the VCAL. So I found out a bit more about after I've had the baby and that I can still finish the year at school with the baby and everything, so which is really good. It's really fitted into everything that I was looking for.
I did a school-based apprenticeship in horticulture, and I went to school 4 days a week, and one day I went to work.
I live in Broadmeadows and go to Broadmeadows Secondary College. I'm in Year 10 VCAL, and yeah, and I did pole position, and yeah, it was good. There's two smarts. There's like brain smarts, school smarts, and then there's like street smarts. Not somebody sitting down and saying, learn this, and learn that. It's like experience learning. Like you go there and you meet people and you learn how to talk to them and communicate with people and learn what they've been through and learn stuff off them.
What I found is that this program is actually a life skills program, because these young people are at risk of leaving school, or they're at risk of being young offenders, or at risk of leaving home.
Well, the LEN really brings all the organisations together. When you partner, everybody benefits. That when everybody works in isolation, you duplicate services, you often give confusing information to people who are trying to access your organisation. As partners, you can ensure a coordinated approach.
Certainly partnerships are vital. We're a very small team with a small budget, and we can't do anything by ourselves. We need to be working with other players in the community.
We're all talking the same, we've all got the same agenda, we've all got the same initiatives, and we all want the same outcome. And when you go to LEN meetings and you know that every person at those meetings have got the same agenda, it means that you break through an awful lot of barriers at the start.
It's only through networking, and it's only through a new collaborative approach in terms of which we recognise the different providers and what different people bring to the table that's going to affect the sorts of outcomes that we want.
I went on the tree crew where we chopped down trees and that, bushland where we fix up the creeks, and I cleaned up this side, I helped weed this area, meeting new people, seeing all these plants grow. Like whenever you, in your car, you drive past and you go, oh, I worked there, I cleaned up that area.
Well, it means that you can cater for students' individual needs and wants. That if a student wants to pursue a career in horticulture, I can't provide that within my school because I need 18 or 20 to do that. But with the LEN and the contacts and the structure they've built up, I've now got that student placed with Banyule City Council. He's done his apprenticeship and now he's just left, he's got a job.
I think LENs are pathfinders. They're really important. They've led the way in terms of creating a space for schools to do something differently.
Getting those contacts with industry right down to the classroom level. So it's that greater exposure to industry at all levels.
I don't think there was anything in place prior to the LENs that actually had such a direct one-to-one with the unions, with employers and with the schools.
I think the thing that made the difference is somebody taking notice in what you do and somebody being there who decides that they want to listen to you and want to help you.
You work with them through the journey, and at the end you can give them a pat on the back and say, hey, well done, and they go away feeling good.
And we can make learning not a chore anymore, not something they have to do, something they enjoy doing.
There's lots of good energy. I think that comes from a high regard for what each individual brings and their organisation.
You can always achieve more if you're working with other people rather than competing.
Often there'll be a student that you can't quite click with or you can't get to really engage with what you're doing, but other community groups can. So it's an essential part of working together.
A kid who they reckon would never get past year 10 moved on to year 12. Oh, I'm chuffed, absolutely chuffed. Yeah. great to think that, you know, they can sort of succeed where the original feeling was they never would. Yeah.
The work people said I couldn't do, I can actually do it now. That's a lot easier. Because the teachers here help you. They don't tell you can't do it, and they sit there and they're sort of like your mates.
I was going to leave school before pole position, and then I realised there's another way of learning. Before I used to be fairly shy, but when I went to this thing, I know I talked to everybody, met new people, started talking to people, and it's not that hard to talk to people and that.
I used to be shy as hell, yeah. And now, yeah, I speak my mind. I'm just out there, so, you know, yeah.
It's something that you've done, you've achieved, you put plants in the ground and you look and you go, oh, I planted that.